Bet you thought you'd never see me here again. God, it's been quite a while. Longer than I can really remember since I've posted anything on this channel other than just random stuff from, like, when I've had friends over or stuff at my office and whatnot, which, like I said, has been pretty random for the most part. This will be weight loss related, so for as little as I've posted on this topic even less. Weight loss for me over the past 2-3 years has been a roller coaster, to say the least. I've gone through and done Weight Watchers, and when I was sticking with it, it was working well for me. I would have an issue with keeping with it. It was a really big problem for me. I admit it. When I was on it, I was doing well, but then I'd get lazy and I'd get comfortable, and then one thing led to another, and then I'd be, back up or even higher than where I was when I started Weight Watchers to begin with. So, it's been something I've been thinking about for, a couple years, even while I was on Weight Watchers. But I am in the very, very, very beginning stages of going towards gastric bypass surgery. Like I said, it wasn't an easy decision, but it was a decision that I've come to terms with and really wanting, and really realizing it's something I've wanted to do now. Like I said, it's very beginning. I've actually just today gone and had gone to a very basic seminar with the surgery group that I would have this through. Next step is probably within this upcoming week or next week. I would have a one-on-one consultation, and then from there I really have more of an idea on the next proper steps on as far as insurance and what kind of requirements, what kind of timeline I can expect. So it's something like Ryan and I have talked about for a while now, and something that I've decided that I want to go and actually have done. I don't see this as an easy way out by any means, because I know that, one, there are a lot of things I'm going to have to do before the surgery, and even more so that I'm going to have to do after the surgery. It's not going to be an easy road, but I need to do something. To be honest, my weight has never been higher. I don't have an exact number today. I'm definitely going to have that with more, meetings and consultations and, tracking as well with my doctor's office. I will eventually, find out my highest number, which, I wouldn't be surprised if it is where I am today. So to put it mildly, I have at least 200 pounds that I could lose before I'm even if I lost 200 pounds right now, I would still be considered, by the BMI scale, I would be considered overweight still. So I have a ways to go regardless. I definitely want to post more as this process continues. My thoughts, what I'm going through, what steps I'm at, and then of course more so as the actual surgery takes place, my recovery, and obviously my results afterwards. So I want to do this for me more than anything. If nobody watches this, if nobody comments on it, I honestly I could care less, because I'm really doing this for me, part of my own journey. But I do want to post it out there, for people who want to comment or leave a question or whatever for that matter. So I definitely want to get back into making these videos where it worked for keeping me somewhat accountable. So I want to keep myself accountable and keep myself kind of a video record of where this process goes in the future. I could, in theory, have this done from the time they said by the time I have my initial consultation, I could have the surgery in as little as 6 weeks. Really just depends on insurance here. Thankfully, I've already looked into it a little bit. My insurance will cover it very, very nicely, so I'm very excited about that. I just have to make sure I have all of the proper requirements. So it could be as little as 6 weeks. It could be, summer, fall. I mean, it could be a year out. I mean, it really just depends. As soon as I'm ready and as soon as the insurance clears it, I'm good to go. And I really do intend, as soon as insurance gives me the green light, I plan on having it as soon as possible. One thing that I would ask, I know several of you who watch this are also friends of mine on Facebook. I would just ask that you do not post anything on Facebook, because to be completely honest, there are a very, very select few people that actually know about this. I have a couple of close friends that know. Obviously Ryan knows because we've been talking about it. But beyond that, I don't want anything commented on Facebook about this until I'm ready to put it out there on Facebook, because I am kind of leaving this as a surprise / secret to a lot of my family members. My dad doesn't. My dad, my mom, none of them know. Really, the only family members that are aware of this right now are, one cousin of mine, one of my two brothers, and my grandmother. Really, they're the only ones that know. I mean, everyone that I've told they've all been very supportive of this decision and are really looking forward to seeing this process play out and, see the results as much as I am. So it's not for lack of support. It's more so because I kind of felt like it, to be honest. I felt like having a little bit of fun with it and kind of waiting for that moment, because most of my family, like I've mentioned, a while back, most of my family is about 8 hours away from where I live. So they're not going to see me on a day-to-day basis. They will see me maybe once or twice, 3 times at most a year. So that moment when I get back after so long after the surgery, to have them see, kind of that big night and day result is what I'm really excited for. So I'm personally, I'm not going to be saying anything about this on Facebook, so I just ask the same for you guys as well. So if you want to comment and leave anything here, that's fine. Most people aren't, most of my family members, any of my family members they don't really go on my YouTube page. They don't see anything here unless I post it to Facebook. So personally, I'm a little nervous about it, obviously, because it's surgery, and I've never had surgery personally. But I'm excited more than anything. If you guys know me on Facebook, I have a daughter who I adore, and every time I play with her or look at her, and we go and do anything together, the more I'm with her, and the more with Ryan as well, for that matter. The more I'm with them, the more I know that this is something that I need to do, because I want to be around for a while, and I deserve it to them to be around for a while. So I want to be around for myself so I can be around for them as well. And I'm really looking forward to this process, seeing where it goes, and keeping a good documentation of it as it proceeds. So I'm not going to post on here. I may not post weekly, maybe every couple of weeks. I'll post when I have something to post about, of course. So you may not see anything for a couple of weeks, but I'll definitely be watching comments and responding and anything else for that matter. Obviously, once I get closer to the actual surgery, obviously there will be more updates. And then I intend, once the actual surgery takes place, probably afterwards, maybe having a consistent, weekly or, bi-week, posting like once a week or, every 2 weeks, an update. Because I'm excited about this. It's, like I said, there's a lot I'm going to have to do, and I realize that. but I'm tired of this roller coaster that I've been going on for, at least 10 plus years with my weight, because I used to be 265, which is still considered overweight. But at 265, I still knew I had some weight to lose. But I look at that and I would kill for 265 right now. You have no idea how much I would go for just 265. My goal weight is yet to be determined. I think I would like to be below 250 overall, but we'll determine that more once I have more meetings and consultations with the surgery group. So that's kind of my lofty goal at this moment. Well, it'll be interesting to see what happens, and I definitely look forward to keeping track and bringing you guys along as well. So you will see more of me, and to sound cliche, I hope in the future you see less of me. So I'm really looking forward to this. I'm really looking forward to getting back, making some videos here every now and again. So this is definitely what I need, and I will talk to you guys soon. Take it easy.